What is up, guys? Northside here, welcome to my channel. Alright, so as usual I make a pre-build before every mod, so I'm not gonna make an exception this time. So this will be the build for the Tower of the Mad Mage, and only for the Tower of the Mad Mage. However, you can use it regardless of that. If you're not familiar with the Tower of the Mad Mage, check out YouTube or Twitch, the guys who are doing the trial, and you know, you will see what it's all about. The stats for the Tower of the Mad Mage has been raised, meaning you will have to have 80,000 armor penetration, critical strike and accuracy, and 130,000 common advantage to be effective. Now, as you can see, I also raised HP to over 400,000. I'll explain why. It will be necessary, maybe not this much in the beginning, but eventually it will be necessary before you learn the mechanics, and there's a lot of mechanics that's really unforgiving. So I'm not going to talk about that now. We're going to go through the gear. I tried to maintain as much as old gear as I could, meaning Shadowstalker ring, Demogorgon set, stuff like that, and still reach the caps that you see on the right side here. So I did a sacrifice some portion of power, but you know, if you're dead and you get a revive sickness, you're just gonna be less and less effective. So decent amount of power, all offensive caps reached, plus defense reached, which is very important here. So on the left side, all utilities are tactical enchantments for incoming healing. Now my incoming healing is at 31%. Companion influence 31.5. Let me just say about the ability scores. I switched to charisma for recharge speed and companion influence just to compensate that darks I removed from the utility slots. Now as you can see, everything else is in strength, nothing in con or anything like that, dexterity. So charisma, strength all the way. Now on the left side we got Prestige Wizard Helm. You can see that it gives you 5% average in the other mountain, 800 everything is reinforced with power except the boots with the accuracy, so I can get that sweet spot at 80,000. So Prestige Wizard Helm from mod 16. This is Ebonized Chainmail. It has Butcher Mites on him, so when you damage or heal your target for more than 10% of your maximum hit points in a single blow, which will mostly be from the encounters, you will gain 1% power for 10 seconds, stacks 10 times. Now there is a new version of this armor I can show you, but this one is with Butcher Remedy. So there's a similar one with Butcher's Might. So you can see it's item level 1000, so it can be a nice replacement. It comes from the expeditions. These are Templar of the Twilight Brace. Oh, of course, all defense slots are radiance, so full maximum hit points, and a Bark Shield enchantment for the armor enchantment. These are Templar of the Twilight Bracers. Your encounter powers do 3% more damage. You can see the stats, combined rating, item level, etc. So it's some replacement for the Terror Glyphs. Alternative for these are basically Sentinel of the Star Bracers, where your will powers do 3% more damage, or Star Rover Bracers. When you are moving for 3 seconds, your damage is increased by 1%, stacks 5 times, and it is removed if you stand still longer than 5 seconds. These are PvP, actually PvP item. This is PvP item. Now about the weapons, offensive slots, I mixed, most of them are radiance, but I will show you soon. Of course, one Tenebrous enchantment, as usual, like previous build. Whirlpool enchantment, Burnished Great. I'm using Burnished because if you're hit or heal for more than 50% of your maximum HP in a single blow, your power and defense will be increased by 5%, and you will be hit and you will be healed here. So it is probably the best set until you get the other one, if you actually are going for that. Sword Knot also radiant, defense offense, critical severity and some critical strike. Heals of Fury I kept, melee powers 3% more damage. Swordman's perk is doubled here because the Ebonized Ward Ring. So we're gonna go on the right side. Demogorgon set, as I said, everything on the right side is reinforced with combat advantage. If we have another Radiant Tactical or Orange Shadow Stalker +5, you can combine +4 and +5 if you have it. If not, now I put this Brutal and Black Eye so I can compensate crit and accuracy. So I removed Radiance. However, it doesn't really matter so much to me. I will show you later variation of all this. This is Ebonized Ward Ring. Now there is Assault Ring and Raid Ring. This one is giving Swordman's perk for melee damage, 3% more damage. It's handy because it gave me 6.3k defense. Awareness is useless here because you're not getting any combat advantage damage dealt to you. So yeah, it's all up to you how you're gonna, you know, fix all this so you can get the optimal stats. This is how I did it. It's an okay ring. However, as I said, you can use +4 Shadow Stalker or other Assault Ebonized rings. Pretty good rings, yeah. Belt, of course, Demogorgon, Tactical, Radiant, 2 Radiant defense in defense slots because it has to. So I did sacrifice 2 offense slots, but it doesn't really matter because when I'm fighting, I'm going to be spiking 175, almost 180k power, and as I said, it's really important to reach the armor cap, defense, critical strike, accuracy, and combat advantage for me personally. So this is the old shirt. When your stamina is over 75%, your damage is increased by 3%. Radiant enchantment again in offense slots. I don't know how long I can have stamina over 75. Still, it's pretty good to have % damage gear on yourself and still reach the cap. These are pants of the duelist. They give 4k deflection, and you can see it gives you 10% chance to gain action points. Now there are other pants you can just combine. It doesn't really matter. Regarding the artifacts, Soulside Crystal will be optimal. However, Wyvern Venom Coated Knives gives me enough stats and enough debuff and buff on the target that I can do damage to, and it contributes to the party. So Soulside Crystal, this or something else, really, it's up to you. These are all artifacts. The Staff of Flowers for power and other stats, and also this one is Troubioid Ring, and of course Shroud of Orcus Wand, unfortunately, but it has 1k power, crit avoids, and accuracy, so it's okay. So that's all regarding the gear. Let's not stretch this too long. Again, this is all subject to change. So again, most of the radiants are in the offense slots except in this ring to reach the crit and accuracy. Of course, defense slots are all radiants. Now powers, I'm gonna really go quickly through this. Passive, Steel Blitz, Trample the Fallen, Roar to activate Trample the Fallen. Be careful with the Blood Leather. It will do damage to you, but it will do very nice damage to the enemy. It's a static fight. It's a single target fight. So you can try IBS. You can try other powers. There's not a lot. You know, whatever fits your rotation. Yeah. So there you go. You can see here all the top row is everything is the same. There's really not much choice anyway. So yeah, Crescendo or Savage Advance, whatever fits you. You know. So these are the powers. Boons, I'm not going to go through all the boons. I'm going to tell you that I'm not using defense guild boon. I'm using hit points boon, so 32,000 more hit points, but I did as I said manage to get over 80,000 defense via different sources. So these are the boons from the campaign. You can pause the video. I didn't change much except this master boon. It's some heal over time. Maybe it would be useful for you to use Lingering Fortification, where healing potions will increase your maximum hit points or keep healing you for 30 seconds. That's all up to you. It needs to be tested and tried out. So these are the boons. Basic about the companions. Now it's still Bullet Pup, Bondings, of course. Here are the stats and power. Now regarding the companion gear, I'm using new companion gear and the old choke chain. So you know, you gotta play around with these things to get the numbers you want. As you can see, I'm using Empowered Runestone and Profane Runestone for defense, again to have this 80,000 defense, and again so I can use the Guild Stronghold hit point bonus. As I said, now choke chain is from the mod 16, accuracy, combat advantage, doubled Empowered Runestones, and this is the one you will get from the campaign. It's a choice box. I showed you this before with 12,000 combat advantage. One is recondite with the accuracy, one is empowered with the power. About these 6 pet powers I'm using is still baby deep crow presence, is still potency to increase a little bit more power. I did switch. This is Energon, and he's giving you 32,000 hit points, so that's pretty cool. Allosaur doesn't give a lot. You can change this. 4k hit points on crit strike. Minstrel is giving power, awareness, and Face Spider crit and combat advantage. Of course, Deep Crow 8,000 power. Everything here you see is gonna give you this here. So this is all about the companions. There's a lot of new gear. You gotta play around with it a little bit and see what fits you best. About the mounts, I am, for this beginning, I'll show you the other version before you learn the rotation, the mechanic in the trial. I'm using Stalwart with 50,000 hit points to get over 400,000 hit points, and the best form, you can use T-Rex, but you're gonna have to coordinate with your friends on Discord if you're gonna even try and play this. This trial is really hard. So Bats form, Stalwart. Eventually, as the time goes by, if you feel you're comfortable with less hit points, you can switch. Like me, I would switch to Alpha Compy and switch back to Dominant Force here with 10,000 power, which would put me around 180,000 power. As you can see, all stats are reached. Critical avoidance is kind of low. I do have a build with 85,000 critical avoidance, where I can show you, if you want, I can show you how to build that. But this should be how I would be playing and will be playing. Yeah, it's a little less, well, a lot less than 400k HP, still over 320,000 HP, which can be pretty good. That would be it. There's no need to stretch this too long. Again, powers, boons, you can pause the video. Companions, as I said, here you can alternatively switch to maybe Shaman or Cave Bear for more accuracy, hit points, Crystal Golem, hit points, power, Ghost 4k power, 2k crit, and this one is pretty cool. Xanthorine Warlock is not bad, but if you want to go full HP like me, you're gonna have to give up some power. But as I said, you're not used to the team if you're fucking dead, so keep that in mind. And that should be it. For over 400k HP, mount insignias I can show you. I didn't change much. Covenant, Persuasion to reduce the cooldowns, Maneuver, Gladiator Guile, Cavalry Warning. Nothing really special. Skill insignia, Dominance where I can afford them. And so I usually run with self-healing you know, insignias, but here you really need to move a lot, and you need to be a little bit more offensive combined with defensive stats, and it's all really up to you guys. So that's pretty much it for now. You can see it one more time. Tacticals of utilities for incoming healing. You can see my crit severity, you can see my stamina regen, you can see my physical damage boost, you can see my movement speed, companion influence, etc. Everything is here. It's a little defensive, however it still gives you, you cannot be effective here. The stats are raised 12,000, which means what you see here, it's 80,000, 80,000, 80,000. This one is 85,000, I think, 80,000. Deflect, combat advantage 130,000. Awareness is out of the table because you don't have any combat advantage on you. He doesn't summon any ads as it is now, and he won't be. So so there you have it. This is a pre-build. I will update this video when I can. So good luck with the launch. I'll do some other videos. If you have any questions, shoot in the comment section. As I said, as I showed you, it can be 180k power, but this is more than enough. Burnished set will give you power, Ebonized will give you power, Pet will give you power, so you will still have that effectiveness if you find anybody to take you in the trial, because nobody likes Barbies now. Yeah, still I I can show you how to fit everything to work pretty good. And I hope this will help you guys. For now, this is it. I probably forgot something. If I did, just ask me in the comment section and I will gladly reply, guys, as you know. So thank you for the support, thank you for 10k subs, much appreciated, and I will see you soon, guys. So this is it for now. Northside saying bye bye. You guys have a nice week. All right, that's all. Bye bye.